All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So the mini cars are hitting the market hard, and this is going to be a new one for Hyper Go. Now, they have the 14208 and then the 14207. The 14207 is going to be a truggy, and it's going to have two bodies that are included with it. They're both going to be brushless, whether it's going to be this 208, which is the monster truck, or the truggy. They're going to have some of the same layout as far as some of the internals go, but one's going to be a truggy style and the other one's going to be a monster truck style. So I went ahead and I went with the monster truck. So we're just going to take a quick look at this, and then we're going to get this out to run. So of course it comes with a 2.4 gigahertz radio. You guys see some of the specs and stuff popping up with some of this. This does have LED lights on. It has a little button here where you can push that in and control the lights and everything for that. And it does not have a throttle on here. Throttle trim. Sometimes they have the throttle that's turned all the way down with that, but we'll be fine with that here. As far as tools and stuff goes, you do get some tools to work on the vehicle. You get a USB charger to charge this battery that comes up with it. Now, this vehicle is capable of 3S, so we are going to test it on 3S in this video. I'll put a link down in the description below. You guys can purchase these small 3Ss. They fit in all these 12 and 14 scale and even some 16 scale cars as well. It's good to have a couple of these on hand as well with that. So we're going to test it on the stock battery and then put the 3S in it and then speed test it and leave the 3S in it for the long run. Now, this is just a miniaturized size of one of their 10 scale vehicles that they recently released. And one thing I like about this vehicle too is this quick release body. It's kind of a unique design. And this is designed a little bit different than his bigger brother. I went ahead and I took this off, but you guys see here that that's kind of spring launch there. Now, how that's going to hold up over time, we will see. But of course, that slides into the front down there in front of the front shock tower, and then this clips into the back, and it actually secures it a lot more. The Lexan and stuff on this body is pretty sturdy, so I don't anticipate this having any issues with busting the bike. I kind of don't want to bash it sometimes because I like the way these cars look brand new, but we're going to go ahead and take this out just so you guys can see it. So real quick, working ourselves from the outside in. Suspension setup, actually, that's really good. So suspension setup is going to be good for this vehicle. The tires are going to be good too. It's got kind of a soft sidewall, but it's not too soft. And this is going to be a good rubber compound for it. These kind of remind me of some of the Traxxas tires and stuff. I think it's the Sledgehammer. But the tread pattern stuff is going to be good. This is going to be for all surfaces running on and off road. Guys, taking a look at this internals here. This is going to be a look at the internals of this brushless truggy. You guys see it does have a tower-to-tower brace and stuff up in there. This is where your battery is going to go. The battery that comes with, like I said, is pretty small, but it's enough to get you started. But it's big enough to fit this 3S in here too. So I'm curious about how this is going to run on 2S and how it's going to run on 3S. You also get threaded body shocks, and these are aluminum threaded body shocks. You don't have to worry about putting spaces or anything like that. So that's a good thing. And you guys see there, it's got adjustable turnbuckles and stuff on it as well. I told you it does have lights on here. Those are functioning off of the radio, so you can get that going with that as well. And that's going to be just about it. I'm not going to go too in depth on this. This is a 40 amp or 45 amp spring control, but it is capable of 3S. I did ask them, and this is capable of running 3S. So anyway, that's going to be enough of this. You guys have seen a billion unboxings. Wanted to go through some of the major points. Let's go ahead. Let's test this on 3S or 2S, and then we're going to test it on 3S, and then we're going to bash it on 3S. All right, y'all, out here for a speed test of this. So, you know, this is capable of 2S and 3S. So I'm going to run it on 2S first. We're going to see what we get here on 2S, making sure the GPS is catching. And then, as I mentioned, I do have this little 3S LiPo that I'm going to throw up in there to test it on 3S. But anyway, let's see what this does. Jeez, that's fast enough on 2S. I have to fix my steering on the way back. That's getting up pretty good. I know it's so small you can barely see it. That's actually going pretty good. That's gonna be pretty cool to run this off-road. All right, let's see what we got here on 3 or 2S LiPo, and then we'll throw this 3S up in here. Let's go ahead, let's stop this. Let's read it. 27, not bad at all. All right, let me go ahead. Let me pop this 3S in there and see what we get on 3S LiPo. All right, y'all, got a 3S LiPo strapped up in there. Let's go ahead, make sure this is catching, which it is, and let's see what we get. We'll probably get about, I'm guessing about 35. My steering is off. I thought I fixed that. Let's see real quick. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm thinking about 35, maybe 37, but oh, that's gonna get up. It may do 40, guys. Let's go ahead and get this one pass in real quick. Make sure I'm getting this on film. It's cruising for a little truck. Yeah, probably about 37. It's not going bad at all. All right. That's where that wheelie bar is gonna come into full effect. All right, let's see real quick what we got on here with speed on 3S, but we're gonna take it off road on 2S LiPo. So I gotta say the 3S for another run. Let's see what we got here real quick. 34, okay, so 34 miles per hour, 27 with 2S, 34 with 3S. So let's go ahead and let's get this ready and let's take this off road. All right, out here for the off-road run of this. Running it on 2S, I'm not running it on 3. He's almost got a sound, if you guys can hear it. Sounds like an 8-scale buggy. Reminds me of a Vorza, if you guys ever had an HPI Vorza. Like a mini chainsaw or something. Yeah, that's why you need that wheelie bar on there. He's getting a lot more grip out here. Yeah, he definitely sounds like if HPI made a mini Vorza Truggy, what that would sound like. Smooth though, look at that. I think my jumping and landing skills is just off today. There you go, get on that throttle a little bit. Don't recommend that with all vehicles. But the way this one's set up, let me see if I can blast it. I missed that completely. Oh, I tried to bounce and hope it would bounce back and land back on his tires and wheels. I'm curious what it's gonna do up here. Yeah, oh, those deers are up there. There were some deers out here earlier, so I don't want to run through no deer landmines. That's cutting through there pretty good though. I ran through some on the side. I think that tire may be coming off on the right. I don't know. We'll have to check and see in a minute. It's jumping good now that I kind of got my jumping rhythm down. Any self-riding? Nope. Oh, and check that out. Somebody talk about the unboxing. This is aluminum here. So it can definitely take that punishment you're gonna put through it on 3S LiPo. Get one more good jump in. I wonder if I can try a backflip. Or front flip. I doubt it, but let's try it. Nope. We're gonna try that one more time. Basically, a front flip is when you go up in the air, you want to hit the brakes, and the car just, the rear exchanges with the front. Ooh, we got it. I mean, it didn't land on his feet, land on his top and then on his feet. Let's try it again. All right, we're gonna try that one more time. I think that's the first time I've ever done really front flips and done them on video. Yeah, I missed that completely. Yeah, I didn't see that. All right, last chance. Try to do a front flip and land. I don't like that. I don't like my speed on that one. We're gonna run that back. Ooh, right on that wheelie bar. But we landed. So far, so good. I mean, this took some pretty nasty little hits here on the rear, but that didn't break or anything. Now, of course, if we was landing on concrete, it'd be a lot different. But so far, so good. So good job with this. So there's going to be a link in the description, of course, to this vehicle and then the other vehicles that they sell as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video. Appreciate you guys watching.